Now let's understand the client-server architecture. We know what is meant by client. Client is a person who is having an idea. That we know so far. Now let's understand the client in a different way. Let's say you have an application. You want to access, you have your laptop. Okay, you have your laptop. Now in the laptop, what you will do is you will go to browser. Let's say you will go to Google. And now in the Google, you want to access youtube.com. youtube.com. Now this is your server. This is your server. From server, what you are doing, you are telling to Google that I want to access this website called youtube.com. Now when you type youtube.com, what will happen in the backend is you are giving a request. You are giving a request. I want to access youtube.com. That is what you entered in the Google, www.youtube.com. Now that means a request you are giving. Now this request, where it will go? For every website, for every application, there will be servers in the backend. Without servers, no application will run, no website will run. Similarly, for YouTube also, there will be a server in the backend. There will be multiple servers, not just one. Here, just for time constraint, space constraint, I have given only one. There are hundreds and thousands of servers that will be there. Okay. Now, when you give the request, what is your request? Your request is to access youtube.com. The request will go to the server. Sir, how it will go to that server only? That networking team will take care. We don't have to bother. Okay, right. So the request will go to the server. In the server, what will happen? It will search whether there is a website, whether there is a domain called the youtube.com, whether there is a website called youtube.com. In the World Wide Web, www, it will search. If there is a website called youtube.com, then server will respond. When server gives the response, what will happen? You will see the YouTube homepage. That is called as request and response. Here, who is the client? Client is your laptop. What does client will do? Client will send the request. What is the request? Request is youtube.com. I want to access instagram.com, facebook.com. That is my request. Now, what is a server? Server is something which responds to the request. If the website is there, server will respond. If the website is not there, it will show some error page, 403 error or some other error codes it will show. So here, who is the client? Client is the laptop. Who is the server? Main server. For the website, whatever the server is there, that is the server. What is the duty of the client? Client will request a resource. What the server will do? Server will respond to the request which is made by the client. Okay, server will respond to the request which is made by the client and it will give the output. Output means homepage of youtube.com or whatever request that you are resourcing. This is called as a client-server architecture. So this is all good. Request is going, response is also coming, it is all good. But how the request is going and how the response is going? If the request and response has to go, client and server should be available in a network. What does network means? Network means internet connection. Whatever the servers that we have seen, you can see network consists of devices, switches, route tables, components, other components such as routers, and all those things will be there, cables. So if you want to communicate with the server, you should have internet. Let's say you turn off your internet and you access any website. Will you be able to access? No. Why? Because they are not in a network. They doesn't have the internet connection. Server might have the internet connection, but client is having the internet connection. Your mobile, you open the mobile, you turn off the you turn off your mobile data or Wi-Fi, and you type www.youtube.com. Does that mean server is not having the internet? No. It is only the client is not having the servers 24/7, 365 days, they will have the internet connection. Okay, this is called as a client-server architecture.